this as a Blood Wild mid-range ramp deck that plays based around the card Horrors of War, which is a very powerful hex card. Very, very powerful. I'd like to say thank you to the almost 190 people we have hanging out here this morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Tuesday afternoon here with us. I'd like to say thank you for all of the new Prime subs and regular subs we had this afternoon and last night. It really helps keep the channel going. It's really awesome what Amazon Twitch did for the community with their free subscription add-ons. A lot of people got that now. Alright, repaired against future. Good thing we're playing a different deck. Ooh. Yeah, it seems we don't have a shin hair for the lily pad, but hopefully we'll pick one up in our first couple of draws here. Hopefully we draw like a 2-cost rabbit here. Another Horrors of War. That's not great. Total subs and resubs, I'm not sure. We had like 40 new subs last night though, which was insane. It was the most new ones we've ever had in a single day, that's for sure. Alright, Wall of Ancients, get our second blood threshold here, play out this Servo Servant, which is a kind of a resource rock of sorts. So at the beginning of our ready step, we get 1 temporary resource, and then we can turn this into a 2/2 until end of turn by paying 1. Hey, look at that! A ramp rabbit of our own. Alright, so we're going to play our Verunier out here. We're going to play a lily pad out here. I'm going to go ahead and activate my champion ability now before we accidentally get a battle hopper into our crypt. We got a monsoon back. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and tunnel this dork and then attack for... Oh, this was... I missed 2 points of damage here. I should have activated this and then attacked because I was getting another resource there. Hero Falls my rabbit, sure. There's a cloud called Death Cloud in Magic that's very similar to Horrors of War. That's going to be a tough one to keep up with, Synthos Malice. So I'm going to go ahead and just play out Horrors of War here for 3. We each sacrifice 3 troops, discard 3 cards, and lose 3 resources. So kind of choke him on what he's got available to him. Just gonna go and attack with my battle bot here. Just keep crunching, crunching, crunching. Just keep crunching. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, there's a threshold. Lets him and a charge and a resource. Lets him get his banner online. Lackey. Hopefully we can keep his resources tied up long enough that the nice thing about this Redling banner is I guess he might, if he If he lets it attack in here, I'm gonna block with my 0, and hopefully lets it die so that way it comes back with Monsoon. Nope. Smarter than that. So this lets him sacrifice a spider to gain 2 life and draw a card. It's pretty powerful. So Monsoon's gonna untunnel this turn. He's a 3/3 with speed and rage 2, so every time he attacks, he permanently gains +2 power. Yep, not surprised to see that jump there. Probably getting Extinction next turn. I don't think I have any chomps or anything in my reserves of this deck. I think that was one mistake I made when we were building it. I'll have to double check after this. Oh, we're not getting Extinction yet? Or does he have Shard Extinction? That's a Shard Extinction. Nope, just Grant's Gift. Okay, well this this Monsoon's gonna hit for like a brick house next turn. Ooh, that's pretty good. Attack for 9. Play this Underworld Crusader out. He has a... How big is his Rainier? Just a 2/2. Sweet, so... There's the Extinction, kill all the troops. We draw 3 cards, 1 from the Lackey and 2 from the Underworld Crusader. Which of course are a bunch of spiders. What does this do? Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, we got a Runear Hierophant. And then a bunch of spiders in our deck from that. We're just playing this. I'm playing Underworld Crusader out here. Let's skip. We don't really have any troops that are super large, so I don't think so. I don't think I want something like Rotten Rancor. I'd like to find another Horrors of War. Alrighty. I think I'm just tunneling this. I think I'm attacking with both of these. You can eat this, but we got a resource out of it. Yeah, and then he jumps there. Ozaki gets bigger whenever a Runear, whenever a rabbit dies. Second banner. Alright. And scale of 1 to dead. Definitely sliding towards the dead side of the scale. I'm actually down on clock too, so I'm going to try and work to get up on clock. So we're not just out of this game, but we're definitely heading in that direction. Just attacking these in, because if he wants to eat one with his 7/7, drawing 2 cards and losing 2 life is fine with us. Really, toddler. Let's play another servant, play Master Moss, and we'll pass the turn. Realistically, how are we winning this? Horrors of War. We Horrors of War, we take away a bunch of his cards, we take away most of his troops. We're left with a Master Moss and some battle bots and a tunneled troop here. Fire these darks up. Block here, block here, block here, block here. Die? Yep. -3. Alright. Corruption seems great. This does not seem like an Extinction matchup. I get that he kind of went wide there, but I feel like I really don't want it. Probably means Lackey's not great. Let's try... Oh, this. Void target socketed card. Oh, I guess that's pretty good. Let's try this, and we'll add some chomps and other ways to destroy constants to the board after this. Probably should have always been 2 to 3 of those on the board anyways. Yep, Sin looks great. Needs another blood shard, but hard to pass up double corruption on the play here. Cottontail Explorer is going to be able to find us another blood shard, hopefully. Yeah, Grove Warden's okay. I probably wouldn't mind playing one Grove Warden. Blood shards! Blood shards! Yay! Blood shards. Ramp Rabbit. Alright, that's fine. As we get these relentless corruptions going, they draw cards off of my opponent's deck. And this next relentless corruption will draw 2 cards off my opponent's deck. And they go back into my deck after I play them, so the next relentless corruption I draw, I'll draw 3 cards then, etc. And they just keep going up every time. missing his third shard, which we drew. I love when they miss a shard and we drew one of their shards with our Relentless Corruption. Horrors of War of his own. Okay. I guess his ramp rabbits make more sense now. Just gonna go ahead and do this now, see what we get. Get a Horrors of War back. Oh, you know. Well, there were 2 Relentless Corruptions in the bottom of our deck. I should probably just be saving this for post-Horrors, honestly. Yeah, that's probably much better. Although having done it before he malices is also something that's okay. The world is becoming a place where I should be playing something aggressive if everyone's playing decks like this. We might diamond ruby people here soon. This is getting hero fall 10 out of 10. Gemborn Prowler, yep. Oh, and now his Gemborn Prowler has speed and haste. That, yep, or speed and ramp. And hero fall, sure. Why not? I like just playing a variety of things, really. Variety is the spice of life. I like, I guess in general, a lot of the decks I try to play are actually the ones that are more popular right now, which is why I guess I like card games, especially Hex. I like decks that are mid-range that can have aggressive draws. So like mid-range decks tend to have a lot of play to them. They have card selection and things like that. But then you still have aggressive draws on occasion that allow you to like push and punish your opponent. These Horrors of War looking worse and worse here. Extinction, sure. It must have been a Twitch thing. Sorry about that. I haven't reported any drop frames here. Alright, Wrathwood Master Moss is pretty good. This is definitely a card that can fight us back into this game. Generates, takes a lot to kill. Unless, of course, this gets hero falled and then killed again next turn, so I have another one in my hand now. So, I'm going to offer this trade, which I'm assuming he's going to turn down. And then I think I'm actually going to Horrors of War for 1 here. Yeah, I'm going to play this. I'm just going to Horrors for 1. Get rid of this guy. Get rid of a resource from both of us. Sack an idiot. I think I'm gonna bin my second horrors here. My Master Moss comes back into play. Into a Mossling. It's only for the campaign. And then I'm getting Extinction to follow this up, I assume. Yep. That's pretty good. Alright, I have my Ramp Rabbit at least, I suppose. Could take away all the cards in his hand, but I can't get rid of most of his resource. Ah, I'm an idiot too. I said earlier too that I should just save that till after I horrors, and I should have saved it till after I horrors it again. Has another Gemborn Prowler. Alright, yeah, I'm done with this. Let's just get out of here. Let's just have a variety hour, shall we? Play a bunch of different things. Haven't played a diamond deck yet today. Queued with a diamond deck, immediately find a mirror. Sounds okay. It's got Voice of the Ashwood on 2. It's got some powerful 3-drops. He won the coin flip and has the best opening play. Fortunately, this doesn't make a temporary resource, otherwise this Ashwood Solace would be excellent here. Correct. We'll just like lose with a variety of decks, or we'll play one and then it'll win a game, or fine. Maybe it's an actual beer. Yep. And I didn't even have a diamond, so this didn't get its cost reduced. Vomit. I don't think the Dreadling decks are very interesting. I try to play decks that I find amusing. I don't find any of the Dreadling decks particularly amusing. Alright, well, concede. I know. Pridefall's good in the mirror. Repel's good in the mirror. I don't like Voice of the Ashwood in the mirror. I think Bring to Justice is fine. Some people say they like to board that card out, but I do not like doing that. Martyr's medium, but I think it's you have to keep it. Maybe we trim 1 or 2. I'm bringing in 3. Yeah, let's trim 2 of those. Do you want to put different gems on this for this? I could put like deals double damage or the draw gem on here. Let's put the draw gem on here. Let's try that. To go first. Yeah, seems fine. It's got turn 1 soloist. What's not to love? Both of our threshold types. Grab a ruby, jam a soloist. Quash Ridge. Okay. So we're definitely attacking. And I think I'm playing Hero of Legend out here. I guess I could go Protectorate Soloist. I think I want to just start generating Valor, so that because this doesn't make a temporary resource, there's no guarantee I get to play this before combat next turn if I don't play it now. You like Soloist and Protectorate? I just want to draw cards, Ace. That's all I want to do is just draw some Hex cards. Rawr. We're about to draw ourselves some Valors. This is one of my older Ruby Diamond builds. It's a heavier lean on Ruby. This build that I'm playing right now is a heavier lean on Diamond. They both aim to abuse Heart of Embers, though. So next turn, alright, just concedes, yep. Strong aggressive curves on the play. So the fact that he's playing the smaller build, I'm going to trim a lot of these cards on the draw and just basically become a control, the control deck in the matchup. I think I'm actually going to bring in these ripostes too. At least one of them. Let's try this out. And actually on the draw, I like reducing the cost on these. Yeah, I probably should have had Burn in regardless, but I'm going to bring in Burn and Crimson Bolt, especially now that I see he's on Quash Ridge Tusker. There's a pretty easy mulligan here, just like doesn't really do anything. It can kill like Hero of Legend or a powerful 3-drop, but doesn't do anything other than that. This hand's fine. Like I said, we might just assume a more controlling role, and this hand is definitely suited to take a controlling role. Have 1-drop on 1? Yep. That's why. Why do you always get drawn too early? Watch us draw another one next turn since I played this for Ruby. Just feel like super sad, cry myself to sleep. War Party Guide, yep. So whenever this attacks, the top card of your opponent's deck is a Valorish, or a, what is that called? A Ardent Troop. They get to draw that card. I mean, I said we were boarding into a control deck. See if he's got a Hero of Legend here or not. I think I'd rather repel and just like hope he doesn't draw a card with this rather than martyr it so early. Which of course he drew a card with it. So let's get rid of this. Which I guess he can Valiant Escort it back to his hand, but then it just takes up his whole turn to return it and replay it. Liquidators the first with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome. Thank you for that. I appreciate the support. We're 10 more subs away from getting a couple more emoticons. Thank you to everyone. This Twitch Prime thing's been awesome. Alright, well, we're definitely playing the cheap one while we can. And he probably has Bring to Justice. I might not even have Bring to Justice 75, but I think I still just want to Valor this and make it a 3-cost 4/5. What are your worst nightmares? The decks that have Crocosaur in them can be kind of tough. Ooh, can make my guy not attack or block. Yep, so this is gonna hit for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to 11 here. Yeah, Liquidator, thanks for the support. Constructed is what I enjoy playing, so that's what we play here. I think on a scale of 1 to dead, we're probably just dead here. Yeah, we needed a shard there so we could martyr that guy and then repel something else and then block. He's got a Valor here, so he can Valor this. It'll rage up to 3, and then yeah, I'm assuming we're dead. Yeah. See where this falls. So this is going to be 6. We're going to 2 here, so we're dead to burn. We're definitely have to eat the Quashridge Tusker here and just like hope he doesn't have reach, which he definitely has 4 burns in his deck. Lasgar's Vengeance. Yep, super dead. We're never beating that card. All right. What else do I have in here that I want to play? I want to put Blood-Sapphire control. I guess this deck is sweet. I haven't done anything with this for a while. Yeah, let's do it. Yep, sand seems fine. Needs to run some shards off here at some point, but so what we're playing now is basically a 2-color control deck. It is 2-shard control deck, I suppose. It's a base blood splashing Sapphire for card advantage, and our champion Dreaming Fox, which for 7 charges actually creates a copy of the action that we have in our hand, which is an Oracle Song, which is a 3-cost draw 2. Young Seer, sure. I hate this card. It's so high variance. Like, I feel like half the time it just prophesizes onto a random 1-drop, and you're just like, why is this in my deck? So, Dark Heart of Nullzune, the card we just drew, is something that's what this deck's named after. It is a 4/4, and we've got it socketed so it has speed, and we can sacrifice a troop to make it bigger. At the beginning of each champion's turn, they sacrifice a non-socketed card they control. You have a main deck Carnosaur? Maybe an assault card he's trying to trigger? Just like trading his Carnosaur and his Junkseer 2-for-1 here. There just really aren't good gems for this, and the sacrifice, a lot of times you have like Exarch of the Egg or something like that you can sacrifice. This allows us to be really aggressive and close games quickly. It gets it out of range of Crocosaur. We have 2 Zenthos Inquisitors, which are a recurable sacrifice thing that we can use. There's a Runir Hierophant. Okay, would really like to draw. I'm just going to rock cast this, so hopefully we just draw a Sapphire Shard next turn and can play this Oracle song. I've played that before. That was what I had in there initially. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. I've got the Action Gem in 2 Zenthos Inquisitors and a Mad Robomancer. So I could only put the Action Gem in 1 of the 2 Dark Hearts. But I've already got 3 of my 4 of that gem used up. Alright, well, we hit both the Spider Eggs. Or I guess we have 4 eggs in their deck. Actually, we played 2 Exarch of the Egg so far. I forget how many shards are in this deck, but I'm pretty sure it's around 27 or 28. Maybe it's less than that. These aren't blocking, so he gave me a frowny face in chat when he hit my spiders. And I was just like, well, I'm on a 27 shard control deck and you haven't hit past my 2, so I don't really want to hear it. Not blocking this 5. Would much rather trade this with a Dreamweaver Ancient that he's likely playing. I can also Hero Fall the front half of this, and then Exarch of the Egg can block the back half of it. Game's basically going to end if we don't hit a shard this turn. That makes a temporary resource. So we can Hero Fall to get this off the table. Alright, so you're saying there's a chance. I'm going to chump with a spider this turn as I gain 5. Another Master Moss, so punished for not Hero Falling that one. I think I'm just gonna go trade chump. Yeah, I think I like that. If we get running shards here, we can go Hero Fall into Dark Heart, hopefully. Okay, there's the first of running shards. Yeah, I think that's what we're doing here. I'm just going... Flying Troop is a Kismet's Omen. It was created by one of the Runir Hierophants, I'm assuming. You know, I don't think I actually want to chump with the Spiderling here. Now I might have to. He has a Gargolith. No, I don't think I can. I think I'm just dead. I'll take a draw step, but I think even with this we're probably still dead. Yeah, right. Yep. Missed for a little bit too long. That's fine. I think this matchup's probably pretty good for us. Inquisitor's kind of clunky. Robomancer's clunky. I am going to switch to the action creation gem in these. I'll take a Chaos Gate. I'll take an extra Mass Poly Dingler. I'll take a counter magic. Seems fine. Let's go ahead and save. You need a diaper change, toddler? Alright, Dad's gonna do that real quick. I'll be right back. I'm gonna change a diaper real quick. Thank you for watching, folks. Two shards on the play. I mean, you keep this hand every time, and if you're me, you brick off on the third shard every time. But he doesn't make this not a keep. You got Inquisition on 2 and a possible Hero Falls to follow him up. Man, Howling Brave's annoying. Oh, that's good. We're not going to hit our third shard, but at least we'll have Inquisitions to play on running turns. So let's go ahead and play this out. What'd you get? Drown Shrine, huh? Probably want to get rid of that one. Take Drown Shrine this turn. Take Master Moss next turn. He must not have enough cards in his board for this matchup if he's got Master Moss in his deck. Or if he's got Cluckodon in his deck. This will be the rabbit. Yep, so his hand right now is Clock, Master Moss, Chlorophilia, Random Troop. Daddy needs a shard. Heyo. Okay. Oh, we're playing this though because we want to make sure we get to take his Master Moss before he can play it out. He's got 2 Master Moss. Okay, it's a worker bot. Sure. I think I'm gonna take his Chlorophilia here. I'm gonna take his Chlorophilia. I have a Hero Fall to get rid of the second Master Moss after he plays one. If he doesn't hit a shard this turn, he's gonna be in a bad spot. By that I mean we also need shards, so. Alright, looks like he doesn't have a shard. Gonna hit for 4 here. What'd you draw? Gargolith. That's a good one to get rid of. Alrighty. Cool. Okie doke. Well, probably gonna hero fall this Runir Hierophant. Let's see what he does here. There go all the rabbits. He's down to just 1 power. Alright, so his hand right now is Master Moss, Cluckadon. Let's go ahead and Oracle Song, try and hit some shard drops here. This is a Master Moss, I assume. Yep. So we'll go ahead and Hero Fall and get the second Master Moss out of his hand. He drew a third one. That seems quite excellent. And this is going to turn back into a 5/5 if it hits us. So I'm going to transmog it into a random 3/3. Random 3 drop, I suppose. Well, we could die. He has a threat to play. I guess he has Cluckadon to play this turn, right? Okay, we want to find... We're looking for Extinction here, basically. So he gets to play Cluck, hit us to 12, and then... almost says lethal on board. Got 2 draws. If we get a shard next turn, we get to go ahead and Oracle Song off our champion power. Hopefully we just like have an Extinction somewhere in the top half of our deck, top 20 cards. So if I do... Hey, Sir Krovax, thank you. If I let him hit me for 2 and then transmog it gives him an opening to draw Gargolith. So we've got draws in the bank for next turn, but we're basically under the gun to like draw an Extinction here, so not feeling great. Oh, we're actually just dead here, right? Get 9, 12 exactly dead. Good beats. I forgot about his champion power. There you go. Just can't win with anything this afternoon. Is Prophecy Burn updated? Did I update Prophecy Burn on here? Load. No, I didn't. Oh, I updated that. I updated it for Christy. Asgard. Put a couple of Vengeance in the top end here. I haven't updated this at all. Okay. Let me pull up my deck list. Let's play some Prophecy Burn. Snabix with the brand new Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Welcome. I'm getting closer to some more emoticons. Did I cut all the crackling wits in this build? I did. Okay, that's what I cut. So cut the Crackling Wits. I put in some Transmogrifades in the main deck. Should put 3 in the main deck actually. I can cut these from the board. Some Flickering Gobblers in the board is fine. I think I want a 3rd Vengeance in the board. And then Riposte, perhaps? 2 of those. Got the counter magic. Games, okay. I guess I do want some games because... See, I'm going to put games in the board instead of... Let's do this. This is an old new deck, so Prophecy Burns is a deck that was popular last season. My wife's been playing a little bit of it on the ladder. It's not personal about how much have I spent on this game so far. Like dollar-wise, time-wise, it's just a giant time sink because it's a lot of fun. I don't even want to know what my time logged on Hex is. In terms of dollars, I put in a couple hundred to get started, and then, well, I didn't put in anything in it first. I played the game and I played through the campaign for a couple of hours. And then I picked up like a mid-range, like mid-tier constructed deck. I put in like, I think it was like $120 initially, and then I bought like another $30 worth of in-game currency to play a couple of events, and then I've been playing since. Yeah, this hand seems okay. Opponent playing Zorzim, which is... Okay, so they're playing a bit of a brew. Creates 3 Spiderling eggs and puts them into our deck, so they're playing the mechanic like we were playing earlier today. This card, you saw that animation just go towards my deck. This adds a line of text to the next action in my deck. Draw a card. Hey, look. So let's. I'm gonna go ahead and focus first here. So if we find a shard, I probably want that. Like a ruby shard would be ideal here, so we can have this rage fire at some point. Draw ruby shard for the turn. Go ruby shard. Play second Thunderfield Seer. All right, the illusion of choice, as I like to say. And we draw another card. All right, we get a sapphire shard, which is fine. It doesn't let us play rage fire next turn, but it does let us play the second Seer out this turn. Start attacking with this first one. Alright, so next turn we're just going to go ahead and play the Shard of Innovation out. And then we're going to Crackling Bolt this Exarch of the Egg and activate my Champion Power and crunch in for 3. Prophecy is there's a much more minor issue with Prophecy now. It's actually a bug in the Prophecy deck's favor. When you have copy and draw on the same card and your opponent Relentless Corruptions or Reynolds Riposts it or Steel Intels it, the Prophecy person gets to draw extra cards off it. There's a video and a report on the forums about it. Okay, play this. Grab this. Opponent could be playing an Extinction deck here. So I think I'm actually just going to go ahead and combat training this and attack for 4 instead of playing this into a possible combat and possible Extinction. If we wouldn't have drawn the action with draw a card on it this turn, I would have definitely played this out so we could get the draw card and the Thunderfield Elder onto the same action, but without the upside of that, I don't think it's worth extending into a possible Extinction here. No, not against the rules to ask about Magic at all. We talk about Hex during Magic and Magic during Hex and all that jazz. We stream both games here. I think as the format becomes more defined, I'm going to be pushed into playing a more controlling configuration of Jeskai. There's the Extinction I said I wanted to play around. Excellent. Always feels good when you're like, hey, I want to play around this thing because it could savage us. And then you're like, you play around it, and then they have the thing. I think I'm definitely interested to have a chance to play like what's the word I'm looking for? Like a Planeswalker, like maybe Nahiri could be in an okay position moving forward because the vehicles are tapped artifacts. So those are good sequences. We got to land a site and then burn into a shard, and then the shard allows us to activate our champion ability, which Bumblebots, and then lets us get our combat training going on here. Combat Training is a really sweet card. So it's a 1-cost basic action that it gives a troop +1 power permanently, and then whenever that troop deals damage to our opponent, we get to return all copies of Combat Training from our grip to our hand. Oh, really? I haven't seen any issues with Combat Training. I'm not going to combat training this Bumblebot again because if our opponent has Hero Fall or Rockcast here, I don't want them to be able to basically get rid of our combat training, essentially. There's the Hero Fall I said they might have. Again, it's nice to talk about playing around things and then get rewarded for doing so. Play this Thunderfield Elder out here. Maybe Ruffle. It depends on which grindy matchups you're talking about. All the blood-based decks have Hero Falls in them for the most part, so I don't think it's particularly well-suited for those. Which a lot of the grindy decks in Hex are blood-based, so I'm not sure it's particularly well-suited for what you're looking to do. Oh, and this copies? Sweet. So just, like, do casual 6-ball to our opponent, get some charges, draw a card, make a Bumblebot, combat train the Bumblebot, attack with 2 lethal troops. I suppose you could have a counter magic here, right? You have to have like counter magic plus Rockcast. You could also have kill plus Rockcast or hero fall plus Rockcast. I'm definitely combat training now though because it forces my opponent to deal with both of these troops or lose the game. And they can't, so they lose the game. Alright, to the reserves. Burn doesn't seem particularly good. There's probably, I probably wouldn't mind having some extra card advantage. There's likely copies of, there could be vampires in his deck. There could be a lot of different things. We don't really have a lot of information. Our opponent's not playing a known deck, so I'm going to board pretty minimally. The burn seem medium, and extra card advantage against a deck with Extinction sounds like somewhere I would like to be. I guess I probably wouldn't hate Flickering Gobbler, maybe. Making sure my baby monitor's turned on. So card all the way on the right, Lasgar's Vengeance is an 8-cost action that every time you attack with a troop, it permanently gets its cost reduced by 1 if it's in your hand. Then it deals 4 damage to your opponent and every troop that they control. So you got 2 in the main and a 3rd in the reserves. Yeah, I started with a Psychic Ascension, and it seemed really... If you saw the list I pulled up when we first started, it had Psychic Ascension in it, and that card just wasn't winning me games I wasn't already winning. So yeah, like you said, it's basically win more. There's links to the deck list below the video. I'll make sure that this is on there and updated. What was that called? Blue Burn. Oh, it's not that one. Updated 11 minutes ago. Yep. All right. So Sapphire, Ruby, Burn just got added to the list of decks in that link. So feel free to click it. 6 shards. Lasgar's Vengeance, probably not a keep. This hand's medium. Needs a Sapphire Shard, but it's okay other than that. Probably don't have... Not going to be rushed. Oh, I need to put my nice looking focuses in here. That's how long this deck's been built on my account. It's got ugly focuses in it. I like the AA focus a lot better than this one. Sapphire Shard. Rats. Well, if we draw a Sapphire Shard next turn, it's actually going to be really good, because then we get to Crackling Bolt and Champion Power, and then just start Bumblebotting him right away, which will start reducing the cost of this Lasgar's Vengeance, which I don't know how good or bad this Lasgar's Vengeance is going to be. Yes, excellent. Drawing more cards we can't play. Yeah, extended art seems bad. Tribunal Magistrate, yep. Card's pretty powerful. Kinda sad. Yeah. Alright, so I'll play this. Kinda sad that I'm about to get infinite spiders put into my deck while I play out all this stuff. Would like a Transmog. Alright, we'll take a Starcaller Ancient. Would like a Transmog. Heyo. I'm not sure what you're talking about, yo cousin. Or which build or whatever. I go through a lot of decks and change around a lot of things. It's part of the spending too much time playing Hex. Alright, this is a Fentio? Exarch, sure. So we're gonna go Seer Ancient. So Starcaller Ancient says whenever you draw a Prophesied card, if this is in play, you get to copy that Prophecy card, which is sweet. So there's 8 Spooter Eggs in our deck right now. We've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of reach in our hand. Azure Fang Decree. Sure. Yep. So he put a bunch of eggs in our deck and then milled us. It's unfortunate. He got both our combat trainings, including our prophesied one. Well, it's looking like this Lasgar's Vengeance is going to be okay. Our prophecy card's probably not great against the mill deck. Dude's got another mill card. We're just getting ranched on like every possible aspect of today. We've been getting ranched on. We just had the worst luck in not only hitting things, but like even the matchups have just been miserable. We play diamond, we get a mirror. It just would have been such a good action to get a copy of copies. We play prophecy burn. We literally play against a mill deck. Like, come on. Come on. Alright, hopefully we draw a shard here so we can Lasgar's Vengeance him. Play another one of these. Maybe he won't have another mill spell. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spooters worth of power here. We could attack and then Lasgar's. No, I don't need the Vengeance here. We're not dead on board. Have a timeout. I don't have to do anything. I'm gonna disable the punt command. Y'all are annoying. I'm not dead on board. I'm at 12. He has 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 8. I'm taking 9 here. This is fine. If he drew one of our crackling bolts, he drew one of our crackling bolts. We're probably not winning this game regardless. We did not have to do anything there. That was even improper sequencing, right? Yeah, I should have crackling bolted him. I should have crackling bolted him and then made another Bumblebot and then attacked with both. Yeah. So, sequenced that incorrectly. No, it wouldn't have killed me, because it would have gotten its cost reduced to whatever amount. Crackling Bolt this. Rage Fire this. Champion Power. Do I even use this? Gosh, play this copy. Yeah, I think I am. Might as well. Gotta be lucky to win anyways, right? Might as well try and rush some fighter eggs. Alright, dead. Alright, let's try and get under him this time around. We'll put another transmog in our deck. Probably going to trim some of these prophecy cards. I think I'm cutting Elder. I guess Elder can attack through Yeah, I'm gonna cut Seer actually, because Elder can attack through his stuff, his Exarch of the Eggs and stuff like that. I guess Riposte isn't the worst either. I guess Riposte is better with this than... Yeah, I'm gonna play the cheaper ones actually. Maybe this lets us get in under him. Just trim both. This is better with Lasgar's Vengeance too. I'm not interested in arguing with you. I already told you what I made was a percentage play. We were in a game where we likely weren't winning anyways, and if you have to be lucky to win a game anyways, you want to position yourself in such a way that you can maximize what you're doing when you get lucky. This hand probably wasn't keepable. Maybe, maybe not. Hey, Chard. I'll take another Rage Fire, though. Get a Ruby Shard, pass back. Next turn we'll play another Ruby Shard and probably just Rage Fire him if he doesn't give us something to hit with it so we can get our Bumblebot online. Looks like my youngest is awake from his nap. I'll have to run up and grab him real quick. I mean, we've only had one draw step. We drew one shard for our one draw step. We kept a 5-shard hand. That's not the worst. I'll go ahead and Rage Fire here so I can just get it back in my deck, though. Because Rage Fire goes back into your deck after you cast it and then increases the damage on all of your Rage Fires. So this one's going to do 4 now. We've got 3 Rage Fires in our deck. That'll do 6 when we play the third one. It's such an angry ball of fire. Look at how upset he is. Opponent misses third shard. Sweet. Get got. Ooh, Starcaller Ancient. Not particularly great here, but it is a Grizzly Coyote, the old vanilla 2-2 essentially. And we don't have that many Prophecy cards in our deck. We're basically just playing this as a 2-cost 2-2, which maybe that means it should be Thunderfield Elder instead of this, since there's not a lot of upside to this on its own. Next turn we'll play Ruby Shard and then Crackling Bolt our opponent, make a Bumblebot. Opponent has missed their third shard drop twice now. They've discarded Rockcast and Vampire Princess. Wow, their hands must be great. I guess your hand's always great when you don't have any non-shards in it, right? So it's gonna put him to 11, and then I play this out, and this is gonna put him to 5 next turn. This Rage Fire deals 4 of that. So, all right. We can get Extinction in 2 turns. We get like Transmogged here, maybe? Transmogging 2 power and 1 power, guys, it's a dangerous proposition, though. I also wanted to play this out because if our opponent draws their Blood Shard, they could hit Hero Fall and then Hero Fall this one and get this one out of our hand. I'm assuming there's another Rotcast in our future here. This is putting him to 7 now, so Crackling Bolt is lethal. Second Rage Fire is lethal. Line of Pause Sight's not bad. Line of Pause Sight makes him make a decision between dealing with our Prophesied cards next turn if he has an Azure Fang Decree and interacting with our board. Yeah, Shard, he probably has to Extinction. There's the Decree. Didn't hit any spiders, but got 2 of our Prophecies. So there's a Prophecy Troop in our deck still, but these plus this Rage Fire in our hand are lethal. Look at that! We finally won a match! Only took him missing to start Shard for forever. Our draw also wasn't spectacular, we were just kind of in the other direction. I'll be right back. I'm going to go grab my youngest from his crib upstairs and change a diaper, and then we'll battle some more, probably play some more Prophecy Burn here. Thank you to everyone for hanging out here this afternoon. Looks like we got almost 200 people, and getting real close to that next set of emotes. I'm excited. All these Twitch Prime subs are awesome. Y'all are the best. Thank you. Hi, Jake. You say hi to your brother? Oh, you want those? Both in? You pooped, didn't you, monster? Your brother pooped. gross. What's up? Oh, I borrow a lot of the extra cards that I have. Yeah, the Twitch Prime stuff is great. It's really it's gotten me a ton of subscribers. Hey, there's another one. Cohenard, I appreciate you putting your Twitch Prime sub towards the channel. Thank you for the support. Welcome. And thank you, Tom, for making the Twitch Prime plug. Hey, Allie. I expect that they'll be adding some stuff to how constructed and the ladder stuff works, but I expect any changes that are going to happen to the ladder are probably going to happen after AZ2 hits, because they've kind of pushed that back a couple of times now for the competitive constructed content. I'd like to go first. Looks like we found probably maybe a mirror match. This hand's super good. We've got Ruby, Sapphire, Crackling Bolt U1-2, make a Bumblebot and start triggering our assault on this. New player to the game, cannot grow a collection just by buying a pre-made deck. A few $100, that will get them nowhere but in the hole. I mean, I don't think that's true. There's a ton of community-run events that give you nothing but... I probably should have played the Sapphire first so I could transmog on 2 if I wanted to. Or on 1. I don't think there's anything you could play. I guess if you put like a Kindling Scar in here, like he's playing a more aggressive build or a Quash Tusker, I might transmog on 1. But like there's, what are they called? The Lixil events are basically free profit. The 5-charge weekly events are free profit. They have the cups, they have the 5Ks, like all so many different things. Not to mention the ladder. Like the ladder, there's a finite amount of prizes you can get per season from the ladder, but there's still prizes that you're getting at no cost to you. The Yodel deck in the stores, as reasonable as I could get within the confines of like the 1500 plat budget we were working with. Ideally, it should probably have four of the Blood Ruby Wells in it, and I can't remember if it is 4 of the tap shards. I don't even think you want 4 that don't make a temporary resource shards, but it's pretty reasonable as is. Hopefully we draw a 1-cost action that draws a card or a shard, so we can go Starcaller Ancient into thing that draws into other Prophesied card to double it up. A Lasgar's Vengeance. Well, that That's a perfect example of why there's only 2 of these in the deck. They really get clunky in situations like this. This is probably just going to eat a fat one here, but I think we just play it out to use our resources for the turn. This card's super powerful, but when they're caught in your hand and you're not enabling them, they're not great. Do you think the fireballs are correct in Yodel? Yeah, I wouldn't have put them in the deck if I didn't think they were correct. And in fact, a Yodel build without with 4 wells in it, I'd probably play all the fireballs. In all honesty. So we are playing an exact mirror here, and we are very much behind. So if I would have waited on my Starcaller Ancient last turn, we would have gotten rewarded. We would have played that Starcaller Ancient, played the shard out, and then drawn this and copied it. So maybe it was worth waiting there. I'm not sure. I think I'm taking this trade. I've got these Vengeances in my hand. Nah, I'm just gonna not. Make him burn another removal spell if he has it. Psionic Flame? Wow. Okay. That seems like a worse payoff than this, but got me. The post-combat Bumblebot. Make a Bumblebot of my own and attack here. I'm not going to combat training it because I think my opponent's 100% to block here if I combat training it, and I don't think he blocks if I don't combat training it. He might. He's playing Psionic Flame, so you never know, but yeah, I think he's pretty likely to just let it through, especially since he's ahead on life. I want this to attack more than once so I can trigger the assault on these last guard Vengeances. Probably not winning this game. We stumbled around just a little bit too much in the opening. Yeah, just gonna get burned out here. Rage Fire is lethal. Yep. All right, so. Boarding. I don't like Transmogrifade. I like Burn. I like Riposte. Actually don't love Combat Training because they can clunk up. Extra Lasgar's Vengeance seems okay. I wouldn't hate fitting Oracle Song or Crimson Bolt in. But I think everything else we currently have in the deck is fine, so I'm just gonna go ahead and submit. So Onyx Flame's one of those cards where the double X I think is just a little bit too steep of a cost. I think if it was a quick action, it would probably be passable. I would definitely have played with it by now if it was a quick action. Yep, seems reasonable. I'm gonna go Sapphire Shard, focus here on one, kind of looking for a Crackling Bolt so we can, I don't know, take a well. Yeah, the illusion of choice. Next turn, probably play this out for Ruby, and then play this out for another Ruby and go Lanopause Sight. Unless he holds up. If he represents Riposte on 2, we're not just gonna go for it. Because that would be awkward. He needs to take our sight away. So if he just goes Ruby Shard, pass, or well for second Ruby. We make second Ruby with this, we're definitely not playing our sight. Alright, sweet. So green light to play Lanopause Sight. Am I supposed to hold up my Riposte in case he sights me? I think I am. Yeah, I'm going to. I already committed to it. If he has Elder here, I'm gonna feel real bad about myself. But hopefully this is just a Lanopause Sight. Yeah, God, that feels good. Wreck. So this takes his card and puts it into our hand, and then if we don't play this by the end of our turn, it goes back to his hand. But we are definitely going to play this. 10%. There's not a secret 10% off code. I use my own code when I buy cards there. All right, you could say we have the site. And we have 2 Vengeances in our hand, so let's just start attacking here. Start taking these bad boys down. Hopefully we don't lose the race to his 3 power here. Elder, sure. Now he has 6 power. It's getting scary. Yeah, alrighty. Well, hopefully we draw some removal here. Yeah, I think I'm doing this. And then I'm doing this. I'm taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7 next turn. Please be a burn on top of my deck. Please be a burn on top of my deck. Crackling Bolt. I guess I should have let on that. I'm going to 9 here. Okay, if that would have copied his super action, we'd have been in a lot of trouble here. Hopefully this resolves next turn. Okay, his next action could probably just kill us if it's a Rage Fire, especially. Play another troop. Play another troop. Play another troop. Kill my Bumblebot. Something that means you can't have Verdict or Riposte. We're going for it regardless, obviously. Rage Fire me. Okay. Well, hopefully his next action is like a Transmogrifate or something stupid. Let's play this. And then if I Crackling Bolt him, I go down to 4 resources, but then I'm going to attack with 2 Bumblebots, so I'll go up to, these will go down to costing 4, so that seems fine. So make a Bamblebot. Hope he bricks on drawing his super action for one more turn, or if he does draw it, it's not a Crackling Bolt or a burn that just kills me. Alright. Alrighty. Watch it be the psionic flame or whatever it is to just like deal 6 to me and draw 6. Okay. Sure. He's about to double a lot of things up here. Okay. So scale of 1 to dead, probably dead next turn. It's a pretty good 2 cards to have in your hand. The mono ruby or mono blood pill. It depends on the type of game you like playing. He said, but dead, I think. I don't know. Hopefully you're dead. I don't know how he thinks he could possibly be dead. I hope his hand's that bad. Does he just not have a crackling bolt in there? Or a rage fire? If rage fire or crackling bolt copied, I'm dead. Vigorio's Vengeance and Magic? No, there's nothing that obnoxious in Hex. Hex has been conservative about their card design so far, which is good. So this is going to cost me 2, so I can put these 2 on the same thing. Yeah. Reanimator in general. Yeah, there's I don't think there's a popular one this season, but there's 2 different 5-cost reanimation spells that are reasonable. There. Hopefully he was right and he's dead, because otherwise, there he is or we are. Pick one. Rage fire me. I'm assuming we're on the dead side of the scale here. He's got half his deck in his hand almost. Quarter of his deck. Quality BM. I guess maybe he didn't know he had it. But I mean, like, he had 7 cards in his hand, all of which had prophecies on them. Like, come on, bud. Don't sit there and complain about how unlucky you are. That's the worst. Like, everyone gets a little bit unlucky sometimes, but, like, don't sit there and complain that you're unlucky the turn before you kill me. At least have that common courtesy. There you go. How would I kill him from 11 that turn? Like, I'd have to have a ridiculous amount of burn in my hand. It's still, yeah, it's whatever. People do what they do. I've had several people this week do that. They're just like, I had this one guy, we kept one shard in the, that's, you know, variance games. Don't salt and chat at me about your variance. Especially don't salt and chat at me about your variance when you're about to kill me. Thanks. Okay. Well, hit a shard, that's nice. I'll be right back, my wife's at the door. Mom's locked out. Why'd you lock her out, Jake?
What are you boys doing?
I could rage fire this, but I think I'd rather just have the highest chance to get Thunderfield copied actions copied by Starcaller Ancients. Let's just go ahead and do that. I don't want this trade. This card's more valuable than this one at this point, I think.
We need some fresh air in here, boys.
Alright. 2 thresholds, 2 draws. He missed a shard drop, though, so we got that going for us. Hey, look at that. So we get doubled Arcane Focus here that then doubled from the Starcaller Ancient. So we're going to get 4 focuses for 2 resources. Not the worst rate. Second focus says Illusion of Choice. I think we're just going to Rage Fire this Howling Brave, and then Transmog this Might Singer, and then Crunch. Yeah, I think that's the line here. Yep. How's work? Alright, he's got a lot of resources out here. Okay, so this is going to turn into a 7/7 next turn. Alrighty. Correct, yeah, I wanted to take him off the resource production, which he'd still have a chance to do if he... which he'd still have a chance to have if he hit a Forge off the Brave. So we'll Crackling Bolt that. I think I want to just Thunderfield Elder to get more copied. Some super copied actions. This is essentially useless. It does something when my opponent gets an artifact, so...
You better run.
Turn this into a random 0 cost? Sure. It's like super downgraded this Bite Singer. Attack with all my nerds. Could get Croc next turn. Hopefully this Arcane Focus and our copied actions are going to be enough to pull us through the last of this. This is definitely a matchup where we want the extra Lasgar's Vengeance, I think. could also just have like Dream Mover Ancient here. Apologies, my herd is loud in the background. Cluckadon, okay. Gains him some life. Let's see if we can find one of our... I think this is a downgrade for all of his troops in play currently. Really? You think a random 5 is better than a 4/4? Okay. Ooh. That's not bad. Alright, let's start on this. See what we find. And this one. Definitely take Crackling Bolt. So we Crackling Bolt his guy the Skyguard. And then we combat training this, which combat training's this. And we combat training this, and combat training this. He probably didn't realize he could target my troop with it. Attack for 12, get our 4 combat trainings that copy back. Hey, we are well trained. Combat training is very good when it's prophesized. Probably doesn't have any outs here. So these combat trainings are +8 power in the air. Yep. Just seeing what he can see. What do we want for this matchup? Probably extra Lascar. I don't know if Transmogrifate's probably fine. Burn's definitely good. What do we not want? This is good at tagging his Might Singers when they get out of control, and it's good at tagging Dreamweaver Ancients for 1 when he plays them in shoves.
Go to the Elders.
Go to the Elders. Yeah, one of these two could be okay. I kind of like the Seer because it can trigger Lasgar's Vengeance early, but it doesn't attack in very well. I like the Crackling Bolts because they make Bumblebots early to trigger the Lasgar's Vengeance. Yeah, it could just be the Thunderfield Elders. Yeah, I think that's actually the cut. When do we bring in the Gobblers? I don't know. These are just kind of a holdover from last season. They might even actually be okay in this matchup. Extinction decks is where they were coming in last season. Now the Extinction decks have 12 vampires. I'm not sure if that's still the case. This hand really doesn't do anything. Yeah. This seems reasonable. It's got removal on 2. It's got Lanipos Sight on 3. You're the best.
I know.
Okay. I mean, Starcaller into Sight or vice versa is still pretty good.
Hey, what are you doing in there? Destructor?
He's flying the airplane.
In the toy box.
Yep.
Can mommy fly the other airplane?
It has been a little while since I've trimmed. Usually I keep it a little bit closer to the face.
You wanna fly that one?
Sure. Yep. Turn 2 clock. Huh. I think I'm just passing here. I want to save this for like a rabbit or something. This card's such high variance. There's the Might Singer. Really wish we would have played that last turn to give me a good use of my resources. And he hits. There's another Young Seer. So what am I doing here? I basically have to kill this, right? Yeah, I think the play here is Rage Fire this, so we get the Rage Fire back into our deck, and that way Rage Fire drawn can kill this Cluckadon. Correct, right? Yeah. So, you know, Young Seer is one of those 2/10 cards. Like, when it's bad, it's unplayable, and when it's good, it's amazing. And it depends on, you know, what kind of cards you like to play. If you want to live on the edge and hope to, you know, run good or run bad, it's a fine card. It enables some really nuts things sometimes. Sometimes it hits a 1/1. Combat training. Alright, well, we're playing this, and then probably just dying. It's a shame we didn't have... If we would have had Lasgard's Vengeance in our opening hand, we probably would have been able to hold off enough of these till we got to do that out. Would have just put this out on 2. Started ticking it down. Alright, always just into the champion power. Always exactly just into the champion power. Alright, Transmog's definitely great. Yeah, I think I'm happy with how we boarded. Go ahead and run it. Oh, you know what? Crap, no, wait. I'm gonna swap those. He's got a bunch of Clucks in his deck. I don't want my Seers dying to his 4-drop. Alright, game 3 on the play. This hand seems fine. Yeah, it's fine. I'll go ahead and play Shard of Innovation for a Ruby on 1 so we can go Ruby on 2, Rage Fire your Howling Brave. We can play Thunderfield Elder on 3, or possibly just Rage Fire your face, make a Bumblebot on 3, get a little bit aggressive. Look at that! Our plan to Rage Fire the Brave coming to fruition because they generally have the Brave. At least we are on the play of this game. So we have to go ahead and play our second Ruby out here. Go ahead and, despite all his rage, he's just a dead Coyote. Christy could be one of our 2 new emotes. We're getting real close. I think it's like 4 or 5 more. Or, sorry, seven more subscribers away from a couple more emotes. Now I have to choose between getting this Thunderfield Elder down right away and burning this off. I think it's worth the risk of letting him draw a card or two. Is that true? That's probably not true. That's so close. I'm going to play the Thunderfield Elder. I just really want to be resource efficient this turn. The upside to playing the burn is that we get to make a Bumblebop, but he's still at 22, so... Second White Singer's pretty good. We'll see how many cards he draws here. Naturally. Alright. Out of 4 possible draws, he drew only 3. Okay. Very unlucky. Okay. Crackling Bolt gets copied and kills both these dorks off, which is nice. You have to go ahead and make a Bambly Bot this turn, start attacking. Sam with the 8-month resub. Thank you for helping out, Sam. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Gave me a sideways face because I hit my crackling bolt. Think I'm burning the Brave. Yeah, I just need to slow him down. If we get Cluckadon next turn, we really haven't slowed much down. We can Rage Fire through the Cluck at least, but the life total buffer's a pretty big hit. I'd really like to find like a Lanupause site here so we can start getting some velocity going. Gas back up. Okay, Rabbit's not too bad. Maybe he doesn't have a shard. He doesn't have a shard. Sweet. Killing the Brave was great then. Burn is fine here since this is only a 2-2. I get to do that and do this, and maybe he stumbles around long enough that we get to kill him. Alrighty. Crunch!
Could I play instead of you?
They changed the Hierophant so it doesn't have hexproof anymore. They rotated the gems. So the card is still the same, but the customizations you can put into it are different now. Ooh, a piece of candy. Is he dead? He's mostly dead. Alright, well, we'll attack with everything, which makes this go down to 5, and then we will Vengeance. And a Vine Lash here. Okay, that's fine. He's trading both of these for my Elder. I guess that's not great for us. Huh. Yeah, I guess we're just passing here. This is a Cluckadon. Thankfully, this Lasgar's Vengeance 1-for-1's this Cluckadon. I think I'm going to wait a turn to try and get more value out of this. It also gets cheaper the more I wait. He's finally got 4 resources. I'm going to wait at least 1 round through here. His double block on my 3-2 was really good. I was hoping he'd prioritize keeping his Howling Brave around. And not do that, and maybe just jump. What 5-drop does he have? Runier, sure. Thanks, prototype. Alright, well, now we're gonna do this. Okay, Crackling Bolt's a good draw too because it lets us activate our Bumblebot this turn. Gargalith protects that, sure. It does get rid of his blocker though, so let's go ahead and Crackling Bolt this down to... So if I Crackling Bolt him down to 8... Huh. What do I want to do here? So I could Rage Fire him to 7. This puts him to 6. He doesn't have a Croc. He probably always have the Croc, right? This is playing into a Croc. But I think we're going to need to rip a burn spell either way, so might as well... This way, if he doesn't have a Croc or a Vine Lash or something way to interact with these, we just kill him with the Rage Fire next turn. He could also have another Cluckadon to survive. Could also have a Balth now that he drew... Now that he drew a 6th resource. This is random troop. Pay 1, ready this. Pay 2, ready this. What? He probably has a Gale Force here, I assume? Another Vine Lash? Has to be Gale Force, right? People haven't been playing Gale Force, but... I suppose it could be. Lullaby, that makes sense. So if he has Dreamweaver Ancient, that's 4, 7, 11. So I'm not dead to a Dreamweaver Ancient plus champion ability. So I'm just going to pass every. One of his 2 cards remaining is Gargalith. There is merit to just like Rage Firing him and putting this back into our deck, so we have a higher probability of drawing it next turn. Hopefully he just goes Shard Gargalith here, and then we kill him with this Rage Fire. Please not Puck, please not... Ooh, so he has another Lullaby? Must have another Lullaby, right? Otherwise he'd play the Gargalith. I think Gargalith is 7. Okie doke. Tick tick boom. Ready this, sure. He's ready for anything. Sure. He's ready for anything. Second Gargalith, sure. Garg is 8. Oh, Garg is... It is 8, isn't it? Okay. I misremembered. Yeah, I think I'm liking the Prophecy Burn deck. Might as well. Something we managed to win with. Hope everyone's having a good morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for choosing to spend part of your Tuesday here with us. Got almost 200 people watching some Hex. We'll be playing for another hour or so. If you're looking for something to watch later tonight, Ali Andrazi is a buddy of mine, another Magic player, and a Hex player now, and he's going to be doing some streaming this evening, starting about 6 p.m. Central or Eastern time, so it's about an hour and 15 minutes from now. That other deck, it dropped me a few. They were right in Discord, though. I got bored with it and played something else before it dropped us more than that. Maybe we should play like one of the mono blood decks for a little while. I haven't actually played those decks, and even though those decks aren't the style of deck I generally enjoy playing, there is something worthwhile. Like whenever we do testing in a gauntlet, I always make sure I get a chance to play every different deck in the gauntlet, because you're better playing against decks than you're familiar with their play patterns. Yeah, Ali said he's going to be working on new decks and constructed. He wants to find a Windsinger deck in this current format, which it's hard to blame him. Windsinger's kind of sweet. Waiting to queue, waiting to queue. Hi ho, the Cheerio, waiting to queue. Man, this is almost like a Magic Online queue time. It's taken more than 45 seconds. I think our average wait time in Moto Leagues was like 4 or 5 minutes for Modern and 10 to 15 minutes for Legacy. Man, I don't miss that downtime. T. Layton came for the Magic, stuck around for the Hex. Well, thanks for sticking around for 4 entire months as a subscriber. I appreciate that. Welcome back. What's Ali's Twitch name? That's a good question. What is his Twitch name? He was here earlier. Let me message him. I'll get it from him. Yeah, I think it's just Ali Eldrazi.
No, that says Eldrazi, like the magic card.
Ali Eldrazi. Oh, hey, look at that. Stun and exhausted chip. Right, we will go first. Okay. No second shard. Hand seems fine. This hand's actually pretty good. We've got Starcaller Ancient on 2 into Lenopod Sight on 3, so if this sticks around...
He's still there, honey.
Ali Eldrazi, there he is, yep. I get that it's punny, but it's real close to your actual name. Ali.
I think that's the point.
Yeah, I know. It just makes it hard to remember.
Stop it. Turtler.
Play this. Play Starcaller Ancient. Opponent played a Diamond Sapphire shard out that turn. Lord Benjamin. So when this deals damage to us, he gets to look at the top 3 cards of his deck and put a human into his hand. So we'll play this, and then play Lanupod Sight, which prophesies the next action, troop, and resource in our deck to draw extra cards. And then next turn, we're pretty likely to draw one of those, and then Starcaller Ancient will copy that prophesized card.
Dad?
I'm going to leave Bumblebot back on defense here because it can block and trade with Lord Benjamin the Wise if he goes to attack. Yeah, there's links to all of my Hex deck lists below the stream, but big button that says Hex decks. Solitary Exile. It'll be interesting to see if he takes this or takes the thing that's blocking his Lord Benjamin. I'm assuming he's taking Starcaller. Yeah, it takes the Ancient away.
No.
I'm assuming this trade is not going to be offered. Yep. So play Thunderfield Seer out here.
Want to say hi to the internet?
Say hi, internet. I'm a porky monster. You're a brat. You're a porky brat is what you are. Alright, so the next action we draw is going to have a prophecy from this and a prophecy from Thunderfield Seer. Again, don't want to attack because he'd be pretty happy to take hit me with this so he could possibly draw this from his thing. Yep, yeah, there's a little I button on the top for the mobile apps. I believe the tablet apps are similar. Don't bite your mother. So freebooter, this just plays gets to stun something, so probably gonna see this Bumblebot get stunned, and this is gonna crack in and get him a human.
Can I read with you?
bugs, red carp, red apples.
So hopefully we're going to find that action that we prophesized next turn, or the troop. The troop will draw us a card too from the landing pause site.
Orange bird, orange pumpkins. Yellow, yellow sunflowers, yellow ducky, yellow sun. The end.
Fun Six seems sweet. This card is... I kind of want to work on a Diamond Sapphire deck that has... that uses this card.
Book.
No, it's tough. I think there might also be a Diamond Sapphire aggressive deck that uses Cerulean Mirror Knights. So it's like so good against Extinctions. We are flooding out here a little bit. Hopefully when we find our card that draws us 2 extra cards, it'll be enough velocity to push us through.
Can I go upstairs?
Yeah.
Can you just leave the door?
Yeah. Hero of Legend. That's pretty good. So this is going to hit whenever one of his Ardent troops says, his build is sweet. This is a human, right? Yep. Diamond Wild. Diamond Wild is actually an archetype I would kind of like to work on. I think there might be a Diamond Wild Hero of Legend deck in the format somewhere. Like, Hero of Legend is a super powerful card, and I refuse to accept that we found the most optimal builds for it to date. Maybe we could work on that for the last hour of the stream after this match. Look at Protectorate Defender with the Ramp Gem, and it seems interesting. You go a little bit bigger up the Ardent Troop chain. Kind of go over the top of some of these other decks. You could board into Crocs for the other Diamond decks. Play like Howling Brave on 1 to enable turn 2 3-drops. So keeps my guy stunned. This stuns an exhausted troop. Please be the action. No! Ugh. Thunderfrost with the Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome. We're getting closer to getting a couple more emotes. Awesome. I think I am far enough behind that I want to combat training and then block with this. No, that's not true. We're only taking 6. He has 1 Valor in his hand. We're taking 7 next turn. Hopefully we just find like a Lanu pause site next turn that's got a couple extra draws on it or something. I think there's a Gas Troll deck out there somewhere. The better Ruby Wild. What do we have that's better Ruby Wild fix? We don't have a Ruby Wild Well, do we? That's one of the ones we don't have, right? So we're getting cracked for 7 here. He's going to get 3 more Valors into his hand. So the Valor up some of his guys, and when this attacks, all the Valorous troops that attacked get indestructible. So yeah, well, this kills his 2/2 that's drawing him cards. So let's do that and draw a couple cards here. Transmogrifade would be great. Another Crackling Bolt means we can kill this, which is nice. Verdict of the Ancient Kings. That feels real bad because it counters the draw part of that card as well. Stowerling with the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome and thank you. I don't think we have any draws. We don't have any prophecies pending at this point. So I'm pretty sure. Oh, we have a prophecy pending on a troop, I guess. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna pack it in. I'm just gonna concede this. There's a small probability we win this game, but let's just get through this match and we'll brew a new diamond deck. All right, so I want an extra Lasgar's Vengeance. I definitely want Transmogrifade. Probably don't mind Burn and Crimson Bolt. What am I cutting? Combat Training doesn't seem particularly good. I want all of my troops because of my Lasgar's Vengeances. Huh, what am I cutting? Is it Ragefire? Am I just like trimming the Ragefires? Doesn't seem unreasonable. They're kind of expensive. They're kind of clunky. Let's try this. This might be wrong, but that's what my gut says. I'm Normally I was trimming more troops when I was boarding with this deck, but Lasgar's Vengeance changes that. You want more troops, you can be attacking more. Seems super reasonable. Sorry for the spam there in chat. I'm just getting those. I guess if he has angels. Yeah, he might have Angel of Dawns. The Gobbler decks just always feel so clunky to me. So for the Discord server, you just link your 2 accounts. So if you're a subscriber and you've been a subscriber for more than an hour, sometimes it takes up to an hour to sync. You just go to discordapp.com and then link your 2 accounts in your Discord account settings, and you'll see the subs only server. It's kind of like an extra perk for the subs, so that way they can have access to me when I'm not streaming. Bounce ideas around. Also moderate discussion there between different people. I've gotten a number of good ideas out of there. It's great. It's been as good for me as it is for you all. The Rage Fire is a win con potentially with all the draw that he has. Maybe. Rage Fire is also kind of awkward to cast sometimes. And I feel like we have... So, Rage Fire is a go over the top card against his deck that's got a bunch of different troops. Lasgar's Vengeance is a better go over the top card. So I think I'd rather cater to Vengeance being better than having that be better. Speaking of, I'm going to go ahead and play this. Hopefully find a shard here. Ruby Shard. Ruby Shard! That'll do, pig. Play this. Get our Prophecy on. Get a Ruby Shard. Play a Bambly Bot. Attack with 2 guys. Make Lasgar's Vengeance cheaper. Speaking of editing labor, I need to finish my article from the weekend. Probably tonight after I teach. It takes up to an hour. Usually it's quicker than that, but up to an hour. Because the Discord and Twitch automatically sync together, so I don't have to manually manage anything. I teach college mathematics. No, I teach math at a college. This one of the 2 classes I'm teaching this quarter is actually a developmental skills class, which is technically not college level material. But I'm also teaching an elementary statistics class this semester as well. That's pretty good. A Swift Strike and non-combat damage is reduced by 1, which makes his Vengeance a lot worse against his 4 toughness things. However, this Crackling Bolt that happened to just get doubled up here. Yeah, let's kill that dork. That's still going to do 2 damage to that guy. Yep, and then let's play this shard out. And then I think I'm actually going to get aggressive here and Crackling Bolt his Dome so I can activate another Bambly Bot and reduce this down to 2 cost. Insider trading knowledge. Not everything spikes, okay? Sometimes they spike. This card went from 50 cents to like $1.50. There's Willy Boy. Hopefully he plays another troop out here. And then we just Vengeance attack. Ooh, this stuns something. So this means my 2/2 can't attack. He might stun one of the flyers, actually. Yep. Both the flyers are stunned. So I can't kill him now, right? Yeah, I'd have to... Vengeance puts him to 7, and this puts him to 4. So I guess I'm just going to go... Pause Sight. Yeah, I think I'm actually going to Vengeance this turn. Might as well. It clears the board. Lets me get in for 3 more. It puts him to 4 overall, which is Bumblebop, Burn. He's dead. We've got Pause Sight coming up. Kismet's Curio. Alright, Buccaneer returns a troop to its controller's hand when it comes into play. He had Verdict of the Ancient Kings in his main deck, right? Attack you. Light you on fire. Alright. Alright, what am I doing here? Do I like not having reach fires? Yeah, I think I do. I think I like this plan. Yeah. Yeah, I do. All right, so we're gonna battle this match, and then we're going this last game 3 here on the play or on the draw, game 2, and then we're going to look at Wild Diamond Ardent together. Mars Hex with the Twitch Prime subscription. Welcome. Thank you for that. I do appreciate you choosing to use your Twitch Prime sub on my channel. Help support my content. Four new subscribers away from having a couple more emotes. That's exciting. Gosh. I'm going to keep this. 1 removal on the draw should be enough to like stem the bleeding for whatever kind of start he has. And if we hit a Sapphire Shard, this hand is excellent. So worst case scenario is what just happened and continues to happen. Hopefully we will draw either Ruby cards or Sapphire Shards. Ruh-roh Raggy. That's castable. Hopefully his first play isn't a 4 toughness thing. That would be bad. We would need to draw for Transmogrifade right away. Peace, Tom. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, he's missing shards. Sweet. We are not missing shards, but we're not drawing the right ones. That's fine. Like I said, this hand is, you know, it's great once we unlock it, so to speak. Alright, he got there. Probably a Hero of Legend, maybe an Ardent Crusader. I would love it if he just did nothing. Willy Boy. Oh, we didn't have a second diamond threshold for Willy Boy. Got it. So we will crackle his bolt for sure. Actually, if we get a Sapphire Shard, I'm going to go Thunderfield, Thunderfield. Ooh, alright. Bolt this guy. Would not fault anyone for having mulliganed this hand that I kept. Yeah, that's a note for new subs. You'll want to make sure you have to use a desktop web browser to link your Discord and your Twitch account. Okay, that can also die to Crackling Bolt. But again, if we hit Sapphire Shard or a Well this turn, we're definitely going to go Thunderfield, Thunderfield. Crackling Bolt. I definitely think the Prophecy Kai'dal package is good in a variety of, I feel like Stone Skin or something here. This card makes the burn. We drew much worse. Yeah, no play. Sweet. Sapphire. Bump bump. Alright, well. I think I'm just bidding this. Yeah. If we hit a Sapphire, we're not going to need focus because we have everything else we could ever want in our hand. If we would have mulliganed to a functional 6, we probably would have won the game by now. Go on. This is it. This is it. We need it this turn. Please, Kismet. Please. Oh, no. This is my bet I have made. I will lie down in it. The Gobblers were there last season for the Extinction matchups. I think they're probably still reasonable in those. I'm not sure. We might not even want them in the reserves anymore, in all honesty. I haven't put a ton of thought into Prophecy Burn this season yet. I did figure out that I'm pretty sure I want this card, but that might not even be right either. God, if we just draw Sapphire, we get to go double Elder 2 turns in a row. It's what we kept 7 on the draw, and we're 14 cards into our decks. We've gone 7 draws without hitting a Sapphire threshold. You know, average. Running average, you could say. I'm gonna burn his Escorted end step here. Could have a Verdict here. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna take one more draw step, and then we will go brew a new deck. Maybe lose a match or two with it. Yep. So the hand was a little ambitious, but it's also pretty statistically unlikely that you get, 9 cards into your deck without a Sapphire threshold. But, them's the beats. And I said we needed to either draw a Sapphire or not draw all Sapphire cards. So, fortunately...